Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Travis, that's my dad, his name is Rick, and today we're here in Oro Valley, which is kind of a subsect town connected-ish to Tucson, and here to pick up this 49 Chevrolet. This truck is really cool. Actually, a buddy of mine right there, Steve, he's helping clean out this lady Shirley's property because her husband died, and he came to my property and he was like, hey, she has this truck, would you be interested? It's like a 49 or 50 Chevy. And right then my interest was piqued because Dad and I both really like these body styles of trucks. So I was like, yeah, what is it? And she showed me some pictures and this was the truck. So came over here and looked at it and made a deal with her, and we're gonna take it home. So this is just, I can't stay away from these trucks. Every once in a while I'll find one like this, and I buy them because I really like them. This one is, she says it's a 49. It's a 49 or 50, I don't know. We got to look at the title, but
I think it's 49, I think.
49?
47, 48, 49, 49, yeah.
Because the 48s, 47 and 48, I think, had the gas tank under the bed, and after that, they put it in the cab. But you can also tell because some of them have twist handles and a wing window, some of them have a push button in a wing window, and that's really the only way you can tell the difference in years. But anyway, this thing's got really cool patina. The paint looks neat, really neat. It's a long bed, 3/4 ton, but it's just, the truck is clean and nice. Look at the bottom. There's no rust on the fenders, bottoms of the doors. Got a little bit right there, but it's not bad at all. We got the spare tire. I always liked how the spare tires on the side of these trucks looked. I always thought it was neat. Got the Chevrolet hubcaps. Got the Chevrolet tailgate in the back. It looks like they cut the bumper in half for whatever reason. I'm not 100% sure. Coming around to the other side. It's just a good looking truck. Great patina.
And it's a one owner. It was driven down here from Nebraska.
Yeah. And the cool thing about this one is, if you take a look in here, Shirley's husband is the one that owned this, and they did it right. This has got the 235 in it instead of the 216, which is a great upgrade. I did that to the 48 Chevy I had last year. It's a great upgrade for these trucks. They put the snub nose water pump on it so that you don't have to move this forward. Usually what people do is they move the radiators forward because the 235 has a longer water pump snout, and I like that they did it that way to where the radiator stays in the same spot. Everything is there. It's all complete. It just hasn't ran since 99 or 2000.
I think I seen 2005.
05?
That was, yeah, she took the tag off the back because she wanted to keep it.
20 years?
Yeah, 20 years.
But the more we got to looking at this truck, the more we realized that they just did all this great work. I think this is a rebuilt engine. It's the, better 235. Looks like they added an oil filter to it. Carburetor. Looks like it's got decent hoses on it. They put a wiring harness in it. Check that out. That is not original cloth wrapped wiring. That is a new-ish, 20 years old, but better than 60-year-old cloth wrapped wiring. Looks like they converted it to 12 volts. You can see the alternator down there, which probably means the headlights and all that are 12 volts. They said they drove this down from Nebraska, so that's really good. And another kicker to this is they did a rear end swap. So this would have been a torque tube rear end, but they put see, look, new wires. They put a better geared rear end in it, which makes these trucks so much more usable because the rear ends these came with, you can only go like 40 miles an hour. That is extremely nice to have. And then there's a lot of new parts in the bed. I haven't looked through them all, but there's like some door panels there. There's a mangled up glove box. This is a headliner. There's a visors. We bought the visors separate. There was, I think, a visor here and a visor there. And then I think that's the old gas tank. They put a new gas tank in it. A lot of good work. I mean, a lot of good work. They put 2 taillights on it. These trucks only came with 1. And they added signals. You can see right here. So I'm assuming most of this may work if you put a battery in it. See, they got the flasher down there. 4-speed on the floor. It was either 3 on the tree or 4 on the floor. Got a 4 on the floor. Got our gauges in it. Got our radio delete plate right there. Missing some stuff in here, but I think most of it is in here. Again, I haven't looked through it completely, but yeah, this is just a really cool truck.
It was definitely used, but I like it.
Yeah,
I like the way it looks. I wouldn't change nothing. I wouldn't change anything. I mean, I wouldn't change nothing. I'd leave it the way it said.
So we're gonna see if we can get it running and driving under its own power. See if we can get the brakes working. See what works. A lot of stuff may work after 20 years sitting.
I'd say.
But guys, this is the kicker. This is like what sold me on this truck. It's just the little things for me. I noticed that right here above the hood, you can see remnants of the dealer tag. That just kills me. Ken Boy Chevrolet with the Chevy emblem. Hebron, Nebraska, and Oldsmobile. But look at the other side, it's even better. Look, Ken Boy Chevrolet. I've never seen a tag like that. They're back in this era, they were an actual like tag like this, like an actual bolt-on emblem. So to have like a tag like that, a sticker or painted, I guess that's painted. I just think that's so cool. And another cool fact about this truck, oh look, it's got side mirrors. Most of them didn't have that. They had one on the other side, but to have one on the passenger side, somebody added that on. And there's an antenna as if they were going to put a radio in it, but there's no radio in it. So I wonder if we're going to find a radio looking through the stuff. I don't know. But you can see here, it's hard to read, but it says Strader, S-T-R-A-D-E-R, Strader Drilling Co. So I guess back in the day when it was actually used in Nebraska, it was part of a well drilling company's fleet of trucks, which I think is really neat to have that history on the side of the truck. So I got my rig up there. We're about to load this truck up, but they didn't want us driving up or backing up in here with the trailer. So I'm hoping that my winch cable is maybe long enough to get back here. If not, I can hook a few chains onto it. Also, we're gonna switch this tire around. There's a spare that was hanging around, so I'm gonna jack it up, put the other tire on it so that we can winch it forward on all 4, presumably aired up. They look like they're holding air. This is the only one that's shot. So we'll roll it forward all the way to the trailer. You can't carry that jack, man. People are gonna be in the comments saying,
they're gonna get me. They're gonna get you, not me.
People think I'm slave driving my dad.
Yeah, they're gonna get you.
Abuse,
abuse.
Yeah, this is the nice part of town. You know, we're not used to this. We can't act like hillbillies out here. We have to be proper. I'm just glad these aren't split rims.
Somebody had to go buy that. Kind of weird. You'd think they'd be 16-inch tires.
Yeah, 17 and a half. That's an odd size.
I mean, because I don't know if Chevrolet ever put 17.5-inch tires.
It's 8 by 17 and a half. They're all 17 and a halves. It's just an odd size.
Well, okay, well maybe that. I don't get it because they're not split rim. That would have been split rim, unless maybe they were still using split rims up into the 60s. What's weird is it's got the clips on it for the hubcaps. I don't know. Kind of weird.
Is it taken?
Yeah. Well, it's up to 9.
How far my winch cable will go before we're out.
Go ahead. You're to the end.
That's it?
That's it.
All right. Barely long enough.
It's got brakes.
When I do the back one, it'll get tighter.
Well, that's why I'm going to go up a hair bit higher, because I don't want to be pulling against your gearbox there. See? Yeah.
We're all strapped down and saddled up, ready to rock and roll. And I looked at the title, it is a 49, by the way. Thought we were gonna hit my Rio. Stopped just in time. If you're looking for a new shirt to wear while you're working out in the shop, or you want to add another cool looking shirt to your collection, and you want to support the channel, I have a couple of cool different t-shirt options for you. If you watch some of my videos because of the Cummins content, I got you covered with the Cummins Dependable Diesel shirt, the P-Pump 12 valve being held up by an early 1900s portable crane. I actually have the real version of this. It's pretty sweet. Comes in this cool polyester material that's easily breathable. I love wearing these type of shirts in the summer because they're light, they're not heavy. It's basically like the best kind of shirt you can wear without having to not wear a shirt. This is like your classic mechanic button-up t-shirt. This is Red Cap brand. A lot of blue collar types of work use this brand of shirt. Super good, holds up real well. Buttons up in the front, has 2 breast pockets, and then the TB logo on the back with the pinstriping and the lightning bolts. Really, really slick design. Third design is the 46 International, the truck that kind of helped get the channel off the ground. Little taste of Arizona and cool old trucks wrapped up into one shirt. If you want to pick one up, you can head over to Theetravisb.com. I very much appreciate all your guys' support. Let's get back to the video. I just think, just from looking at how nice this is, the guy looks like he did great work. Now, it's not to say that the engine's still not locked up or something's wrong, but just the fact that like these wires are ran. Look how they're ran. You got the little holders for them. Everything looks like it was done really well. And so I think we're just gonna put a battery in it. It's already 12 volts. So we're gonna put a battery in it and just see what comes on. We're cleaning the truck out right now and there's no battery in it. So we'll have to put one in it. I'm hoping we find a radio because there's it looks like they were gonna put one in it. There's the antenna wire right there.
It's awful heavy. Well, there's the thing for the gas tank.
Oh, the gas neck, yeah. Rubber.
Miscellaneous.
Wiring?
Yeah, I don't know for what.
Was that a fuse box?
Oh.
Key switch? What is that?
tow.
Oh, it's a towing tow package.
Yeah. What all this?
What is that?
It's a necklace.
There's the front cover, the grill cover for the dash.
Nice.
Looks nice. Rat hose.
No radiator, or no radio. Wheel cylinder.
Headlight bezels.
Headlight bezels. Spacer gas tank floor. No radio.
Door latch.
Look at the way they made that gas tank sending unit.
Like a gear.
It's like a little gear, but then it does all of its measuring up here.
It's really cool.
I wonder if it still works.
Definitely no radio. Man. Wow. Look at that.
Find the radio?
No, it looks like brand new push rods.
Well, that's not a good sign. Finding new push rods, because they should be in the motor.
Yeah, they should already be in there. This looks probably like a 12-volt motor for the heater. Maybe it's still 6-volt. This is probably a 12-volt replacement. Glove box. Insulation. Carburetors. Fuel pump. Engine parts. There's the rockers and the rocker pedestal. Gauges. Door rubbers, maybe? Oh, man, I was hoping to find a radio in there, man. Registration.
This door handle's stripped out. You may throw it away?
Yeah. Okay. hair bit too big. Did you move this seat forward? Like, were you?
What's that?
Did you move this seat forward? Can we try and move it back? With it again. Okay, go.
Well, I had it.
There. This battery's too big.
Look at that.
There we go. I had to go get a battery that would fit.
Would you look at that?
So we got positive.
Well, that's a bummer. Here, let me just hit the starter. It still should.
Oil looks brand new. Yep, plumb full. Could use some water. Dad's messing with the door handle on the driver's side.
Nothing yet?
No. Is there anything coming out the tank?
No, it's just listening. It don't sound like it. I don't hear nothing bubbling. Wait a minute. Well, maybe he turned the fuel tank off.
Is there an on-off?
Yeah, they got an on and off valve on these tanks.
Is it gone?
No. It's still here.
Well, see if when you turn it on.
Oh. It's got a nasty fuel filter that I think is probably plugged
Oh.
up.
Alright, well,
Yeah, that fuel filter's got to come off of there.
Alright.
Yeah, I think that thing's plugged up.
I can tell by looking up through the floor, the paint on the gas tank is new. So it's a new tank. Obviously new seat belts. These are for the seat belts. Then he had a hose. It's a new line. But this is where things get a little hairy. He had an electric fuel pump hooked up, and this is new fuel line. And this is new wiring. He put rubber on the fuel line to stop it from rubbing, you know, vibrating a hole. It's intelligent. I mean, he was intelligent when he did this. And there's the power wire coming to the fuel pump. That's probably one of the reasons we're not pulling through, is because if this pump isn't on, it's, you know, with that fuel pump up front, it's probably not pulling through this with this being off. But from here back is a mess, because this is probably plugged up with bad fuel. This looks plugged up with bad fuel. What I'm probably gonna have to do is undo it right here, or right here maybe. Probably undo it right here and just point that thing down and let it drain out.
Huh.
Thought more would be coming out.
I did too.
I mean, there's some in there.
What looks oily?
Smells bad.
Oh, it's bad.
There's got to be a plug in that line. It should be coming out faster. That curve is a little too much for that wire.
Yeah, I hear it. Must be empty.
Yeah, must not be much in there. What we're doing now is I'm having Dad pour some good gas in the tank just so we can help flush out the bad
There we
gas
go.
at the very bottom. Okay? Yeah.
Is it coming out?
Yeah, pour some more in there.
Okay.
Yeah. That's better. See, it's still orange, you know. That stuff settles at the bottom and it can't all get out. There's only so much gas that can be in there. I may only need one. I think I found another hose clamp on this.
There you go. How about this one?
What the?
Phew. That is some stinking stuff, ain't it?
Yeah. we're gonna do now is put some Marvel Mystery Oil into this hose. See if this pump will start pumping.
It's filling up.
Cool.
Put that down
Pour
in
some
there.
gas in there too, yeah.
Crank it over and see if you got any movement.
Yeah.
Or see if this one fills up.
Yeah, you'll be able to see that.
Ready?
I see the bowl, stuff in the bowl is moving. Stop. Yeah, the only reason it filled up that front bowl is because I was blowing through it a little. Okay. Stop. Yeah, it's not working. While I'm waiting for the fuel pump and a key switch, I'm gonna jack the truck up, well, the front. I wanna check the brakes. They do feel like they're working inside the truck, but I wanna take a look anyway. Surprisingly not as good as I thought with all the other work I've seen. Front shoes are about done, yeah, they're about cooked. Those wheel cylinders, they don't look new. How many new ones did you see in there? One or two?
Only seen one.
I'm surprised. I thought they'd be all new. Good thing we looked. So I got all the wheels off and I did check all the brakes, and we have some things that we're gonna have to address with the brakes. We're not gonna redo the entire system because it actually, the brakes are working, but there's a few things that are wrong. So we'll do that in a minute. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. We haven't even started this truck. I took the brakes apart because I was waiting for these. So I got a fuel pump, and we got a key switch, just a universal one. The keys won't work in the one we have, and you need a key switch. I don't like jump starting things. It's just like this. We're gonna make this truck run and drive, so I want a key switch. So we'll put the fuel pump on first. We'll put the key switch on, and then we'll be able to crank. Well, actually, not crank it in the truck. It's got a foot pedal. It doesn't have a solenoid on it. I want an on-off switch, and then we can do it in the truck. What? There's like 2 threads sticking out. Had to go digging for some longer bolts because the face on this one mount is thinner on the other one. Yeah, it's pumping. I just wanted to make sure. All right, fuel pump-a-lator's on. New key switch is installed. Dad's honing this wheel cylinder out so we can put a kit in it. This was one of the issues with the brakes. As soon as I added some fluid and hit the brakes, this one started leaking. The one on the passenger side started leaking too, so we're just gonna put some new cups in it and hone it out, try and get it to quit leaking.
Look at that. That's really...
All right, let's see if anything happens when we turn the key. No gas gauge moving, no amp gauge moving. No turn signal action. Oh, there it goes. Right signal. Left. Left.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah.
Amp gauge is moving. Yeah. Parking light. Oh, dash light. I see the
Yeah.
the bright indicator light works.
Yeah. I wouldn't expect anything different from this truck. I mean,
Let's go look. Ooh, we got headlights. Let's see if we got tail lights. Got driver's tail light. Got passenger tail light.
this one's on over here. This.
Signal.
No.
Look at that. Amazing. They all work. I'm very happy about that. No power to the coil unless my ground is bad. Okay. No power to coil. Can you turn that key off and on real quick? I think this is our coil on. Yeah, you unhooked it. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, this is the actually the wire for the fuel pump. This is our key on. There we go. All right. This may not have power because the points are open, so I'm gonna have Dad go in there and hit the starter, see if this light blinks. Yep. All right. Yep. Points are working. There it is. There it goes. Yep, it's filling up now. Key on?
Yeah.
Ooh. Alright, stop. It's literally just pumping full fuel pressure out the vent hole.
Yeah, that float. You need to tap on the float.
Stop, stop, stop. I mean, it's just full pressure. It stopped. Yeah, floats.
Got oil pressure.
Did you?
Yeah.
Cool, engine sounds good.
Yeah. A lot of racket. It's always something. Well.
The float right there was sticking. It just came down. Yeah. It's that old gas. It's gummy. See, it just came down. Yeah, it's sticking. It's all that gummy gas. Yeah, we should be good. Should be able to try it. Yeah, we're good. Something's still wrong with that thing though.
Still trying to flood?
No, it stopped flooding, but it's just running like, it doesn't sound real good. We don't want to run it too long. I don't know if there's any water. We'll come back to how good the engine runs. I just wanted to make sure that it ran and didn't have a rod knocking or anything, so we can figure it out from here. So we're carrying on with the brakes. Dad's honing out that wheel cylinder, and I have to take this axle out because these shoes are like really, really wet, and it's not the wheel cylinder leaking. This is bone dry, and it's all over the drum. You can see how wet and nasty this is. It's just soaked with oil, and it's the wheel seal back behind here that's leaking. But to get this out, we have to take the cover off the back. We got to looking at this, and it's a GM 14 bolt rear end. This is out of the 90s. It's a good rear end, and cool thing about it is it's got better axle ratios for going faster than stock. That's the whole reason for this. And also it's got outboard drums, which is really nice for doing brakes. You can take the drum off without having to take the whole axle out. It's a nightmare. So the maintenance is a lot nicer on these. Plus, shoes are bigger. They're 13 by 2.5. It's just a much better rear end than what these came with. Ooh, it's sludgy.
Right on the ring, but it's not.
All right, you want me to turn it?
Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 40, 41. Okay, stop. So that's 41. Okay, so that is right. I'm counting 41. It is saying 1241. So divide. It's harder to count that inside one. Let's divide 12 into 41. 341s.
341. Is that a real ratio? I don't know if I've heard of that.
So let me see if they.
What we're confused about is what exactly that is.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's a intricate little dude. I don't remember what that was.
Yeah.
Okay.
This will.
Yeah, we just don't want it to come out. We want to control when it comes out.
Okay.
I mean, it may some of them just slip out real easy. That pin will come up out of there now. Okay, okay, so we don't need to take it all the way out. So we're gonna need to probably get it to where we can get this pin out.
Oh,
There we went. All right, so go ahead and pull that axle out, and I'm gonna slip this back in here.
okay.
Go ahead, just pull it out really. There you go.
There it is.
All right, so now I just slipped it back in there.
The pin?
Yeah,
Okay.
just on the outside chance that.
Right. So, okay, now we can get to the seal.
So I just don't just whatever we do, don't want to move it. But I didn't slip it all the way in, just enough to keep it from turning the other one.
Okay. No. It's gonna have to come out.
No, try to go down, so you're not going in against the. Ah, there it went. Something started moving. There. Try to go up higher.
Picked up some new cups from Napa. They're the only ones that sold individual cups. So, set these cups in there. Spring on the other side.
Living on the edge.
Oh, nice. We got some new axle seals. Got one for each side because while we're here doing it, you may as well do them both. So easy peasy. Boom.
Because you've got a right wheel, peel. Or getting a little.
Won't move. Oh.
Oh,
Oh, there it goes.
More? I don't know, it might go a little bit more.
No, that's good. Okay, let it go.
I got it.
Let it.
Let me pull it back out.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Is it in?
Yep. There it is. Boom, there it is. Before we set the truck down, while we're underneath here, we'll check the gear oil. Make sure all is well. What? Because this is a limited slip differential, we're gonna put some additive in there. Oh, there's a cap on it too, on top of the cap. Okay, so this is a limited slip. We're gonna put some limited slip additive in there. Oopsies. All the fluids are full, diff, trans, engine, everything's put back together. So let's start this thing up and see if we can back it out and let it run, see if it'll cycle through temperature, see if it's charging. I don't think it's charging, so. Come on. Water looks like it's moving in there. Water temperature came up really fast. It's already at 180. Still got good oil pressure, 15. When I accelerated, it goes to 30, which is good. We'll have to keep an eye on that temperature. It got up to temp real quick, unless it was just low on water, and that's why. Why is that thing jumping all crazy? $13.5. What in the world? That meter, look at that. Why is that meter going crazy? I never had one do that. Maybe it's low on batteries or something. Okay, well, plan B. We'll unhook the Okay, it's charging. See that? If I can unhook that and it still runs, that means it's charging. So, I don't know what's going on with my meter. See how it's running bad? That's too advanced. Probably right there is good. The thermostat still hasn't opened because the water looks still in the rad. So I'm not really sure what's going on with the cooling system. If you don't see water cycling, the temperature should just continually be rising. The good news is the carburetor's not leaking. It doesn't look like the radiator's dripping. The water pump doesn't look like it's dripping, but it's got a few bugs. I'm still not 100% happy with the way it's running. It's got like a lifter tick or a valve out of adjustment. I may drop the oil out of it. Looks pretty thin. Yeah. I don't know. Good thing I drained it. Stuff doesn't seem thick at all. Not milky. Gassy. That's what it is. There's gas in there. It's because that fuel pump went bad. And when they go bad, they'll dump fuel in the crankcase. So that's why it's thin and gassy. All right, it's the next day. We're gonna continue working on this truck. It's a nice rainy day here in Tucson. I love rainy days. We don't get them super often. And I just enjoy the clouds. We get over 300 days of sunshine a year, and days like this, I just like. Little sprinkle, nice temperature, nice breeze. Matter at hand is I'm trying to get this thing to run a little bit better. I don't know if you guys noticed it in the video. I noticed it. When it runs, it has this like creaking sound when it runs. Well, it has a tick coming from there, but it just has this almost like something's not greased. So I put some WD-40 on the shaft of the water pump. I put some WD-40 on the alternator, and that seemed to quiet it down. But it also doesn't sound like it's just running like a sewing machine on all six. So I took the plugs out and we're gonna clean them. Now, an engine that's running in tip-top shape should have dry plugs, and ideally the tips should be like white, like it's burning white hot. These are not that. These are black and they're a little bit wet. So I'm hoping if we clean these up, truck will run a little bit better. Because it is firing, everything's working, points are working, it's just not running like I really want it to run. There you go, now it's nice and clean, no oil or nothing. We can see that it's working good. Okay, we have the second one here. I just want to show you what it looks like before. You have abrasive blast and air blast. Abrasive, the abrasive blast shoots sand up in it. There's a canister down there with sand. It's like a sand blaster. So you hit it with the abrasive, it's just sand blast in the bottom of that plug. Some people know how these work and some people don't, but I think it's cool technology. And it's useful. It's very useful, especially when spark plugs are $30, $40 for a set. And you go ahead and hit it with the air blast, and that cleans the sand off of it. Like brand new. And then the way the tester portion of this works is not only does it actually test for spark, it simulates the cylinder compression as if it were in a car. So here's the plug wire, and then this right here shows you pressure. So you set arrow to plug gap, right? So you can change this. So 15 thousandths plug gap, 2025. Usually this is going to be at 35 thousandths. The old points cars are at 35. And then you can adjust the pressure with this wheel. We're simulating compression. So when you change this, it changes where the plug is good or bad depending on the gap. So at 35 thousandths, if the spark won't hold at 60 psi, that means install new champions. But if you're getting good spark at 80, 100, 120 psi, which is about what a good engine should be, 120 psi. If the spark plug is working at that pressure, that's good. This is bad. So you raise the pressure up, right, like that, then you hit the button. So we'll show you that again. So I'm hitting the button and we're at 0 psi, but you can see as I raise the pressure, that spark actually gets brighter. See, spark plugs act differently at atmospheric pressure versus cylinder pressure. So again, at 0, it's pretty low, but as the pressure goes up, simulating cylinder pressure, we're actually getting a brighter spark. So this spark plug is working a-okay. Alright, we got this thing running again. So we took the top of the carburetor off and we checked the floats, and the float was full of gas. It had gas in it, the float's bad. And you can see this side of the float's dry and this one's wet. Dad would wipe this off and it would just continue to get wet again. It's a very, very, very slight leak, but that bad gas probably ate a hole in that float and just filled up with gas, and it was holding it down and letting it overflow. So took the float out of another carburetor that also came with the truck, This was one of the carburetors in the bed, so took that off, took the float out, put that in. No more leaks from the carburetor. No more flooding, no more squeaking from the front. Only thing is we got a clatter up here. The rockers are loose, but we also have an exhaust leak. And I tried tightening up the bolts on the manifolds yesterday. It didn't stop the exhaust leak, so nothing we're gonna do about that, but we can stop that clatter up here though. I'm gonna take this PCV situation off, and got to get this off to get the valve cover off. I'm gonna adjust these valves. It's just clattering bad.
And if it's bad, then get rid of it or put one.
Boy, these aren't even tight. This motor's definitely been rebuilt.
What's that?
This motor's definitely been rebuilt. All the valve springs got color on them. All the bolts are grade 8 or whatever. You're supposed to adjust the valve lash when the engine is hot, so letting it warm up. I got it backed out. Look how good the oil's running. Just dripping. I mean, we know it's been rebuilt, but it's just more confirmation. You know, all those passages that carry oil are perfectly clean. I mean, it's just pouring out. You can hear that clack, 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 clack. I don't like that. Yeah, as of right now, I'm really happy with how this runs. The carburetor's not overflowing. It's accelerating pretty good. Got the accelerator pump working. I actually had to hone the bore of the accelerator pump hole out with a brake hone to get the accelerator pump to go up and down. Engine sounds great. It's not vibrating or anything. Nothing's leaking. It's holding temperature. All the gauges are working. Amp gauge, gas gauge. Truck obviously needs a bunch of piddly things. It needs the door panels put on it. It needs the headliner put in it. The doors don't shut quite right. I think they put new latches in them, so that'll have to be addressed, I guess. Passenger side windows broke, but hey, the truck is mechanically sound. We got the engine running right, all the lights work. It's a solid truck, man. So I want to switch gears from what we're working on to work on this. You guys know I like gas and oil stuff. I love old gas and oil signs, and I especially love pole signs. And I acquired this pole sign from Wilcox. This was originally in Wilcox, Arizona. It's a small town, rural area, a lot of cattle farming and wine grape growing. It was an American gas station, and then it was a general store after that. The other side is painted. It has some paint on it, like Country General Store, I think. And I want to put it together. And I know it's easy to think, oh, it's just a stick and a sign. It's together. What's there to do? These signs, before I ever owned a pole sign, I thought, yeah, how hard could it be? No big whoop. But they're actually a lot of work to put together right. And if you're missing pieces, man, forget it, dude. It's tough. So I've been acquiring stuff for this sign for 6-7 months now, and I'm finally ready to try and assemble it 100%. So what do we have to do to this thing? This is in good shape, by the way, too. There's another version that says Standard, because Standard Oil, you know, they were a monopoly back in the day. They were humongous. They got broken up into 36 different companies. Well, Standard Oil, even though it got broken up, still had a stake in all the 36, and they still had Standard stations in like all 50 states, basically. So there's one that says Standard for Standard Oil and American. I guess it was a brand under Standard. The American one is the harder one to find because it says American. They had lesser American stations, I don't know, but they had more Standard stations than American ones. But I wanted this version. I've been hunting for this one because it says American. That's why I wanted it. So we have to make some clips for this. So these clips hold the sign in. It's just like a piece of angle held in by a bolt. I need to make like literally 13 more clips. And for that I have some angle that I've already marked out, 3 inches long. I need 13, and I actually literally just have enough to make 13 clips. After we make the clips, I want to cut these off because these aren't factory. This was added after it was not a gas station, I'm guessing. They welded on, and maybe there was some kind of extracurricular sign up there. Maybe it said liquor, ice, you know, lotto tickets, I don't know, but it shouldn't be on there. There's actually a flame boat. They call it a flame boat. There's a flame holder and a flame that goes here. You can see right there. There's where the flame boat sat on the sign. I'll show you that in a minute. I got one. I need to fix the conduit on the other side. The wires come up through here, run around a conduit ring. There's the ring right there, and then that's what puts your wires to the top. I got to put that on and weld it and stuff. And then there's lights right here that go on. Here's the original light sticks. I cannot believe that he had them, because these are specific to this sign, and they screw on here. And then there's lights. I actually found these new old stock from a sign group I'm in. There's a couple of old sign groups that I'm a part of, and these are insanely hard to find. These aren't painted, these are porcelain, and these are the correct lights for this sign. I'm very meticulous about putting this stuff together correctly. Honestly, I would have been happy finding any of these style lights in good shape. I just happened to come across these on one of my sign groups. It was NOS, New Old Stock. It was actually still in the Skelly box. Skelly was another gas station chain. But these are also correct for the American signs. Check it out. Look at that sticker still on it, Union Made. These were in the attic of an old gas station that had closed down. They were never used. We have sort of an oddity here. I have the clips out there drying, and something I don't understand is there's obviously a hole here and a hole right there to mount the clips. I put these signs together before. All of the clips are nut and bolted around the ridge, but the ones that are here, you can't get to them. So the holes are threaded. You know, you can't put a ratchet in there. But these holes are like really big, and it's just a hole. It's not threaded. And it's not a water drain hole because that would be in the center. So what is going on with these holes? There's nothing there, nothing to screw to, no threads, no nothing. So I was gonna tap them, but it's a really big hole. It would take like a 9/16 bolt. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a 1/4 inch bolt instead of 3/8. I'm using 3/8 all the way around. But I'm gonna use a 1/4 inch bolt for here, and I'm gonna stick that nut in there and just weld it so you can have something to screw to. Why is there no provision in there? I don't know. So I got those brackets cut off, grinded, cleaned off, pretty flat. The goal for today is conduit. I never look forward to it on these because it's so old and in place. And what's really going to be tough is this ring right here. It goes around the side of the sign. So this right here goes into the base of the top of the sign. It comes around the ring and then out at the top. I would reuse the wire, but you can see that it's, it's frayed. It's going to cause a short. So we got to pull the wire out of that, pull new wire through, and then we have to deal with this. This isn't going to be as tough. It's that ring that I'm not looking forward to. threads on this one got damaged. So I'm not sure how that, if it made it out around or what. Probably what happened is they had this stick on there and the sign maybe fell and it bent or pulled, or I don't know. It's odd. And it goes on for a few threads, but yeah, it just got bent. All right, here comes the hard part. Oh man, let's see. I've done this before, trying to pull wire through these things, and it's just not easy. See that? This right here, let's see if we can maybe rotate our way out of this. Yeah, see, it's just gonna break. Let me think about this. Successfully cut the conduit in half without actually cutting the wires. See, there you go. Now you can pull it out there. And let's see if we can pull it out this way. Ow! There it is. Boom. See, it's just too much curve with too old a pipe to get it all out in one go. So, yeah, we would have spent all day just trying to do that right without cutting it, but there you go. I was just dragging this pipe over here to weld it back up, and look at all the dirt that came out of that pipe. I just lifted it up and all that dirt just fell out. You trying to pull that wire through that dirt, it's just not going to happen. Look at that. So I just tacked it a little bit there. Let's just see if it's gonna fit okay. What? What in the world? I was trying to put it on the wrong side of the ring. So once you go this way, makes a nice little smooth track, and then boom, you got your light. Gosh, I put that on my knee. It burnt. What I need you to do is push the wire through that hole while I'm pulling this fish tape on the other side.
Okay.
Because it needs help going through as I'm pulling it.
So push this in.
Yeah, you're gonna have to hold the metal and push it, not pull. Yeah, as I'm pulling.
Tell me when.
Go ahead.
I'm not going. Okay, a little bit.
You pushing it?
Yeah, it's not budging.
Keep pushing it.
Budging a little bit.
Did it budge or no?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's moving a
Oh, is
little
it?
bit. Moved an inch.
Try and push it.
Okay. Oh, now it's gone.
No way.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Just keep.
Yep,
Just keep pushing.
keep going.
Okay.
I can't
What
believe
just
that tape
happened?
held. Go. Yeah, keep going. I cannot believe the tape held on that. No way. You're gonna keep going. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I cannot believe that electrical tape held. Every time you pull that hard, that tape comes right off. But no, awesome. That's exactly what I needed.
Alrighty.
Thanks.
That'll be $5.
That'll be. That helped me out. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Just as I was getting cooking too. Gosh dang it. I gotta go to Harbor Freight. This is one of my NOS lights, and I have it out just for mock-up because I want to make sure I don't cut my conduit too short. So this original light post screws into here. Here we should have plenty of wire to however this wires up. I just don't want to cut it too short. But Alright, I'm happy with where we're at right now. We got wire through the top, all the way through the conduit, all the way down to the bottom of the base. We got our light posts put on with wire coming out of those. But there is an issue. These signs, they get beat up so bad you can't even notice until you get them. See how that pole straight and this one's cockeyed? I can tell it's bent. Somebody probably had that on there and then the sign folded down on itself and it bent that. A little bit, but not much. Come to the other side. Yeah, see, that's no good. Oh, did we get it? That's looking a lot more symmetrical. I don't want to bang on it too much. You'll break the whole threads off in the pole. So I think I'm happy with that. I got the sign put back in, not permanently. I put a couple of clips in because I'm going to clean it. I felt the best way to clean it rather than leaning up against the truck. I can only get to one side at a time and you're fighting the sign, trying to wiggle around. So putting it in the pole is just easier, and it's just easy to get to both sides. But when I first bought this sign, he said that there was painting on the other side of the general store, because it was a gas station, American, and then when they got rid of the gas, they left the general store, and then it just became a general store. So this was the country general store. But when I saw the sign, I was like, ah, man, there's not enough paint on it to really keep it. I thought, okay, I'll keep one side, the gas station, and then I'll keep the other side, the general store, because that's cool history. You know, it's really neat history, but it's so faded and so unreadable that it just looks convoluted, and if you're looking at it, you can't really tell what's going on here. So unfortunately, it's not preserved well enough to make a difference, so I'm going to take this off. We'll do that later. Right now I'm dealing with the flame holder. So the flame holder is two pieces, or it's actually more than that, but two big halves, and it goes on top here, and then the flame goes on top of that. You can actually see where the flame holder was right here. I started taking this apart yesterday, and oh man, this is another story. Most of the screws busted. I still haven't got it 100% off almost. That screw busted. These came out, but like this one, let's see, whatever, most of these busted, and this one's just turning in there. So yeah, we got to get this thing apart so that we can put it together properly. So we're looking to be in pretty rough shape on these screws. This one, they have these square nuts just in here and these tabs welded. And this one's rusted out. This one's just turning. And then come over here. This one's rotted out. This one's rotted out. Then this one fell out. I have it right here, but we're gonna have to weld these in now, all of them. We're finally looking pretty good here. This half required all 4 new nuts and one new nut right here for the set screw. This one I needed 2 new nuts for. Everything's been tapped. All the holes have good threads. So let's see if we can put this together and set it on. See how it looks. That is so cool. That is so cool. Man. Usually to clean off porcelain signs, I use Barkeeper's Friend, which is what I'm using here. I thought it would be strong enough to get the paint off, but I quickly realized that that wasn't going to be the case at all. That paint wasn't budging whatsoever. So I had to kind of change my tune, and I thought, what could I use to get this paint off and not damage the porcelain? Well, I got on some of my sign groups on Facebook, and they said citrus strip. So here now you can see I whipped out the citrus strip. I had some left over from previous project I'd done a long time ago, and so I put some citrus strip on it, and we'll let it sit, and we'll see how much of that paint comes off, because it's pretty baked on there. Took like 2 hours, but I taped everything off and I cut the excess off. There's all the shavings over there. It's late, it's dark, as you can see, but I don't want to leave this citrus strip on all night long. It's been on for probably 2.5, maybe 3 hours. I can see where it's starting to bubble in some areas, but I'm not really satisfied. I don't think most of this is going to come off. This is going to be tougher than I thought. You can see it's bubbling there, so it's going to probably come off there. There's multiple layers too, I think. So that'll probably come off. Some of that'll come off. That'll come off, but I don't know. We'll try it. Well, we made a little headway. You can really see that cold beer now. It's pretty cool. I think we took off exactly one layer. All the brown on the country's gone and everything that was covering the cold beer's gone, but we're probably gonna have to do that a couple of times to get it all the way off. That paint's really on there. Tedious work. Tomorrow we'll paint the flame and we'll keep taking this paint off. Alright, it's the next day now, and we're gonna put some more citrus strip on this thing. So it's citrus strip with the lemon on it, citrus scent, right there. We're gonna do another coat, and what I might do is, if you can cover stuff, like, you know, if it's small enough where you can put it in a bag, or if you can put plastic over it, it helps kind of supercharge the citrus strip, because when it dries out, it quits working. And if you can keep it wet, or you can keep it, the fumes inside, it does better. I have some plastic in my shed that is for something else I was doing, and may be able to use that to cover this up, because this is going to take a long time. We have to do this layer by layer. There's a lot of surface area here to cover. Get it up here a little bit. Plus, I think because it's cold, it's working slower. If it was hot outside, like it typically is 99% of the time, it may be working a little faster. It's probably not optimal conditions, but we gotta do something. We'll let this dry, do another coat, maybe call it good. 2 coats may be good. This is the conduit access hole. Sprayed that bolt down. Looks like it's gonna come out. I'm glad it's not breaking. I don't want to drill and tap another hole. And everybody says, oh, it's not made like it used to be. I mean, that's true. And this proves it, because this hole in this pole is threaded. It's not like, you know, sometimes they'll drill a hole and just put like a speed nut over it, or they'll weld a nut on the other side or something. I mean, they drilled the hole in the pole and tapped the hole I mean, that's the way to do it. That's legit. There you go, just a little access door. The flame is looking pretty good. The paint may still be a hair bit sticky. So in the meantime, let's take this off. This has been on since this morning. Maybe, how long ago? It's 2 o'clock? 5 hours? 4 or 5 hours this has been on here. Yeah, now that's what I want to see. That's what I like right there. A lot of that. Rippling, turning into paste, all this up here starting to come off. Yeah, I like that. The tarp definitely helped keep those vapors in, keep it wet. So let's kick up the pressure washer and see how much of this comes off. I want to see this whole sign just American. Before I went inside last night, I put another coat on it, and I was able to wipe a lot of the paint off by hand, but I wanted to just let it soak all night because I don't want to do this again. I'm also running out of citrus strip. I've used a lot. I'm glad I had some leftovers from another project a while ago. I think this is going to be our pass. Yeah, it's still pasty, it's still wet. I think we got it. What? Well, I hit the sign one more time with citrus strip, put the plastic over it. It's been literally all day long. I've been doing other things around the house. I just pressure washed it, and I think I'm happy now with how the sign came out. Super happy. It looks good. There may be a few specks of paint left, but I think the time is up. Sign is what it is, and it's in pretty dang good shape. There's a few hits, but overall it's in pretty good shape. I'm happy with it. Happy with the flame holder, happy with the flame. Wiring's all done. The conduit's welded on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set the sign back down on its back, put the clips back in it, tighten everything down, and get the sign out of here and put it out by the ocean going container. And we'll wait until I have a hole dug and concrete poured so we can put it up. Hope you guys enjoyed me putting this sign together. I got the flame and one of the sign lights on just for mock-up purposes. I want to see what it looks like. I'm just too excited. I can't wait till I put it up officially. So you guys ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Wow. Oh man, that is beautiful. That flame came out gorgeous. Man, painting it was the right move. That looks so good. What a work of art. What a beautiful sign, really. Really is beautiful. Just like Lady Liberty's torch, shining bright into the sky. Just amazing. And the original new old stock never used lights. I'm the first person to wire those up and use them. Can you believe that? In 78 years probably, there's never been a light plugged in to that socket. I am the first one. Just cool gas and oil history.